Hi guys, I'm Megawatt Mandy and today we're at Thetford Forest in Norfolk. I've come here with Marie de Morgan and we're going to ride the blue trail and the red trail and have a little look around. I believe there's a pump track here, so we will have a good day today. It's a bank holiday Monday, the weather's nice, the trails are dry. We're going to have an awesome day and we'll see how we get on. Here we are at Thetford Forest on a very busy bank holiday Monday, bit of a last minute impromptu visit here. Both the blue and the red trails both start from this sort of fire road thing, and then we'll get to a split in a minute and we can decide which trail we're going down. Here we are at the start of the trails. So straight ahead we have the red trail and just to the right of us we have the blue trail. Shall we start on the blue trail to warm up or should we dive straight into the red?
Blue to warm up.
Blue to warm up. Marie de Morgan's saying blue to warm up. So let's go with the blue. Do you want to go first? I'll follow you for a bit. Okay. Looks like Marie de Morgan doesn't want to go first, so I shall go first. And here we are on the blue trail. Thetford is very flat. The trails here are easy. The blue trail is a very easy trail for families. It's quite long if you've got young kids, so there are two loops. There's a short loop and a long loop, but it's all sort of this kind of single track. It uses some fire roads, a lot of forest roads. Just meanders its way through the forest. There are some bermy bits and things coming up later, but essentially it's just a track that snakes its way through the forest. Lots of bugs around today, being early May. You probably can't see them on the camera, but there's lots of those big fly things that are just sort of hanging in the air, and you ride into them and if you're talking like I am they end up in your mouth, which is not pleasant. Oh, whilst we're talking of eating bugs, serious question, if you happen to be a vegetarian or a vegan and you're riding along and you end up eating bugs, how do you kind of reconcile with that then? Because you've obviously bugs aren't vegetarian. I mean, genuinely, if you are that way inclined and you end up eating a bug, how do you feel about it? Put your answer in the comments.
Send it!
So Marie de Morgan has decided he'd like to change his name to Send It Simon. So that's who we are from now on, Megawatt Mandy and Send It Simon. And I actually think Send It Simon suits him much better. There he is, Send It Simon.
Send it!
Now we're about to enter a bit of single track. What's this called? Tightrope. Okay. Here we are in tightrope. Quite tight through the trees for a big old e-bike like this. Oh, you absolutely don't need an e-bike here. You don't need a full sut here. There's nothing that you would need any sorts of suspension for really. I mean, gravel bikes is fine here too. I've ridden all of my bikes here. So I used to have a white S150 and I bought that here with both 27.5-inch wheels on it and also the 29ers. I've got a white 909 hardtail. I've bought that here, and then since getting the e-bikes they've obviously both been here as well. It's quite tight through some of these trees for someone like me that's not very good at manoeuvring through tight trees. Come out into this wooded bit.
Send it!
rocky thing they've put in as a traffic calming measure. Quite fun for Blue. Here comes Send It Simon. Here he comes.
Send it.
Here we have another little bit of single track. Can't see what that's called, it's going too quickly to read it. So there are some berms through here. They don't have a lot of elevation here, it's really, really flat. So they've done what they can with it. But you can't make elevation where there isn't any. So you have to go with what you've got. And that's a nice little section. So the Blue has two loops. It has a short loop and a long loop. And as you can see here, this is where you make your decision. Are we going long or are we going short? What do you reckon? So we are embarking on the long loop, which does bring us back to where we've just been. So we will do some of the trail again. This has changed actually, I think, since I was last through here. All these trees. I expect some of them are storm damage from a couple of months back, but that definitely looks different. It's kind of interesting, this forest, because it has lots of different types of tree here. And I think it's all kind of man-made, if that makes sense. And I believe this forest is celebrating its 100th birthday in July. So 100 years since they sort of did all the planting and created it. But there's definitely different areas of this forest with different types of trees in them. I always find it weird when there's just like a random tree in the middle of a cleared patch. I don't know if you can see that on the camera there, but there is just like a random tree and they've cut all of the other ones down. God, this is really sandy. It's like riding through a beach. Ooh, really lost the back end there. Very slippy. Quite tight through these trees again. That's the first bit of downhill, I guess. Oh, nice roots.
Send it.
And this is where the trail splits again. So we've just done the long loop and we're back on the original bit of trail. So we've ridden this bit already. It does mean that we get to do the bermy bit again. But when we get back to the bit where you can split, obviously we'll stay on the short loop this time and head back towards the centre. And here we are back at the bermy bit, which is called 39 Steps. God knows why it's called 39 Steps when it's got no steps on it. That's a bit misleading. You'd hope that there were some little rock drops down here, given it's called 39 Steps. That would be fun though. So put some little rock drops down here instead. So we're on the short loop now. We've done our long loop section and done a little bit of the loop that we'd originally done to get back, and now we're on the short loop, which is the home straight, I guess. It's heading back now towards the centre. I'm way over biked for this trail, and we've done just over 10 miles and our elevation gain is 341 feet, and that tells you how flat this trail is. I've seen lots of sort of cross-country hardtailers, people on gravel bikes and even road bikes riding this trail today, just kind of trying to smash out their Strava times, I guess. It's a very good trail for that kind of bike. Lots of families too. Way over biked on a 170mm downhill bike. So the blue and the red trail meet here to take you back to the centre. And that's it, we've done our lap of the blue trail. We're now heading back towards the car park area and the cafe. This is two-way. And we'll be coming back down here shortly to do a lap of the red trail. We did find a pump track, but it was heaving with children. So didn't really think that was, well, it was too crowded to try and ride around and do any filming on, so maybe we'll revisit it a bit later. So here we are, coming back to the start of the trails, back to the start of the red and the blue. We've obviously just done the blue trail, so we're going to do the red trail now. And we've got this rather interesting looking little rock feature to start with, which I've just done very, very badly. Might have to have another go at that. Right, so I'm going to have a go at this rock feature again because I did it really badly last time. It's probably easier to roll it actually than it is to try and jump off it. Oh no, that worked. That was much better. That felt better. I don't know how it's going to look in the video of me, but that felt a lot better. Try and jump off it. Oh no, that worked.
Send it.
So this is the first bit of the red trail, having just gone over that nice little rocky feature there. And obviously the elevation around this place is the same. And the red trail again, it's an easy red. There are some additional features that they've added in, but it's still this sandy mixture of single track and forest roads. Right, some more rocks through here. Here we come to a pit. So they do have some of these black graded things. I mean, they're not really black. In terms of the rest of this trail they are, but in terms of normal trails they're definitely not. So continuing on the red, there's a little rock garden just here. Little rollable rock garden. Oh, another one coming up. I can't remember if these were here last time I came or not actually. They're a relatively new addition though. And new features is always a good thing. And here we come to another black pit. Now I think we've done this from the other direction. Let me see. So last time we were here, I went down here, or maybe I went down this side, and then up. But apparently you're supposed to do what this kid's doing and go in there and come up here.
Oh, it's because of this bit. Oh my god.
What a rebel. I've just ridden a trail the wrong way because it is much more fun going the wrong way through there than it is going the right way. We've just seen so many people ride down it. Let me just show you. Loads of people have ridden down this stupid little trail here and then hit the rocks just in the distance. And it's awkward and you've got to turn a silly little corner to get to them, and one person's managed to clear it, and that's it out of about, I don't know, 6 or 7 people. So they've put this pit the wrong way around, that's for sure. Anyway, we shall continue. Continuing on the red after our little wrong turn, going down the black bit the wrong way. I mean, obviously the black bit is directioned the way it's directioned in order to provide a little techie climb at the end of the slope, but it's just more fun to ride down the rock than it is to ride up it. But if you come here and do it yourself, obviously have someone keep a lookout so that you don't crash into somebody going the wrong way, because you really shouldn't be going the wrong way down trails. It's a very bad idea. Cannock's Chase. Oh, that's interesting. Cannock's Chase, given that there is a trail centre called Cannock Chase, which is a lot harder and a lot more interesting than this one, I have to say, even though that's supposedly fairly flat. Cannock Chase, they've made a trail that traverses the elevation they've got very well, so it feels very pedally, and it's some quite tough climbs there. But anyway, this is Cannock's Chase at Thetford. Right, so we're coming up to another bit of black here. I quite like this bit of black. Lots of kiddies hanging around it, so I might have to wait for a go. Right, this is where I crash. So after playing around on that little black bit there and showing the kids how it's done, we are now back on the red trail. Those little black pit things, they are obviously the best thing about this trail. They're quite fun to session. Obviously they're not actually black in terms of their difficulty, but compared to the rest of the trail, they are obviously the hardest features on here. As you've seen, they're all easily rollable and not that difficult. Centurion. Ah, this is where the rocky bits are. Right, keep going. It's actually better through here when it has been raining because you get a bit of grip. Obviously not when it's too wet. But it's very, very dry today. Here we are. Here we are at the beast. Of the whole trail network here, the beast is the best bit of the actual trails. Let's go ride the beast. And the beast is probably the only genuinely red graded bit of trail here. Although I'm sure there'll be some people watching this that will go, oh, that's not even red, that's just blue. Because people are like that. It's through, well, it undulates, it's like going through a bomb hole. Couple of the roots in the wet. Perfectly okay today though, she says, and then we'll get caught out by one. Need to be careful of pedal strikes as well. Thank you. At least he gave me a bit of warning. Always appreciated. Instead of just smashing your way through. So thank you, Mr. Rider, whoever you are. Then obviously I'm not that familiar with this trail. I haven't ridden it for ages, so taking it easy. The wrong line there. Oh yeah. I don't know whether this is the trail or the other way is the trail actually. This way probably. I have been the other way and gone round it, but here we are at the end now anyway. Okay, back at the start of the beast, but we're going to do the alternate line, which is here. I'm sure it has a name, I'm not sure what that name is. Alternate beast. I don't know, I'll check Strava, see if it's named on Strava. I was nearly caught by a sniper rig coming down here last time, so maybe take it easy. It does link up with the beast in a minute. It's very similar. And you can see the beast is running sort of parallel to our left there, and this will link up with it in a minute. I think it links up, maybe it doesn't actually, maybe it comes out at a different place. But they all end up at the same place anyway, following the same elevation and the same sort of trails. Oh yeah, here we go, links up here. Take this alternate route. That's all right, keep going. Right, that's both bits of the beast done, and we now embark on the only climb in the whole place. And it's not much of a climb. A nice bit of descending now. This is the downhill. How downhilly is it though? I have to say not very, but as I said, this place is flat. So what they've done really well. And if you're more skilled than I am, you can get a lot of speed down here. I'm just not skilled enough. This is Mower Trail. I don't know why it's called Mower Trail. I don't really see any big lumps of grass that need mowing. Oh, actually, yeah, there's some grass. Maybe that's why it's called Mower Trail. So we've finished the red trail now. We're back on the shared trail with the blue that we came down earlier. We're going to see if we can go and find the pump track again, and hopefully it won't be full of kids and we can actually have a little go on it without feeling stupid, because this is most definitely not the right bike for a pump track. And yeah, don't really want to be riding around it with a bunch of children. Let's have another go. It's actually made very well. It's hard work pumping. I think that's enough for me in pump tracks today. Too many children on it. Look at all the people. I've never known it so busy, and I've been here a few times now during the summer and at bank holiday weekends. But this is CFO day, whatever CFO day is. This is the queue for the parking. This massive queue here. God knows what's going on over there. What's going on?
Not with the consequences, but that kind of game, like pushing somebody outside of the ring or whatever.
Can you believe that queue?
There's a machine on the other side.
Look at the queue.
Yeah, it's bloody busy, isn't it? Thousands of people.
With the biking out of the way, we proceeded to the big field for the largest gathering of Chief Financial Officers in East Anglia, CFO Day. The atmosphere was electric, so we swapped our bottom brackets for balance sheets, our gear levers for gross profits, and prepared to get down to business. But these guys weren't here to work, having put away their calculators for a day to kick back with a burger and chips. There were shrieks aplenty as the CFOs played volleyball, or a game involving pushing opponents beyond the perimeter of a shape marked on the ground. Was it squid-shaped? No idea. Too many CFOs blocking our view. Either way, we were pleased it seemed free of fatalities. Best CFO day ever.
So we finished our day at Thetford and we did the whole of the Blue Trail, the long loop, we did the Red Trail, and we've played around on some of the pits, and we also found the pump track, but the pump track was quite busy, so just a couple of laps of that before we left. Now, as I was saying in the video, Thetford is very, very flat. So I don't know if you can see here on the Garmin there, but we've done nearly 25 miles. Yeah, 24.34 miles, and the elevation gain is only 830 feet. So that shows you how flat the place is. But they've done a really good job with the trails here. It may not be gnarly, it may not be Wales, but it's fun. We had a really good day. So if you've enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.